Chicken tractors. Alright, the video I promised. Sorry, I realized the one that I had recorded had no sound on it for some reason. It just cut out after like 30 seconds. So anyway, this is one of the basic designs. Everything except for the 2x2s are recycled wood. It's got a pitched roof, to catch rain, which I haven't installed a gutter yet, but that's the idea, is just cut a 2-inch piece of PVC in half or something and put it along there, have it run down into a bowl for water for them. Generally they get like enough water from the dew because it's so either rainy or it gets so cold at night that there's a lot of collection of condensation. But yeah, this is the basic design. Handles so you can move it with a partner. I thought later on maybe it'd be nice to put some skids on it, so if it was just one person you could kind of rotate it in any direction pretty easily. But yeah, I guess I got a $30 50-foot roll of chicken wire. Had some drywall screws and some staples, but that'll be really your only cost if you can salvage some material from somewhere. I'd recommend to get it treated, especially if you're going to be outdoors for a long time, because something like this could last you for years and years and years, and really just a wonderful way to generate a really nitrogen-rich food source for yourself, whether it be from eggs or from chickens, by the appropriate management of what would otherwise be waste materials, like that orange peel. But yeah, so anyway, the whole premise is to keep this thing moved around every couple days. The more chickens you have, the more often you're going to need to move it. Yeah, move it around every couple days, and it'll take the grass from this, and it'll turn it into this, something that is just like soft and ready to be tilled in and planted, more or less. You can see just like the disparity there, right? And then that's where this comes in. Run it over, it'll till in all the chicken waste and whatever remaining scraps are there, just as added humus and everything. Throw your tiller over it if you have one, or just I've hand dug so many beds, I can't even tell you. It won't kill you. It'll actually make you stronger. But yeah, it's a really good way to also generate. If you don't generate enough compost on your own or waste material and you don't want to buy tons of feed, let the grass grow tall and then weed whack it down so that you're left with all of this humus here. And what that does, especially when they run over it, let it sit for a couple weeks and then throw the chicken tractor on it, is it generates tons of worms and different grubs, which are a totally free and complete food source for these guys. So that's one, good and easy way to do that, so you don't have to spend tons of money on feed or seed or whatever. So yeah, that's the design. You can carry it with a partner or slide it yourself. This is a big door here for being able to remove chickens or walk in there and throw one of the kids in there if they are acting naughty. No, actually I wouldn't recommend that. But to go and grab eggs, it's a little bit more accessible and easy to do. And then this right here is just a feeding door. So you don't have to run the risk of them trying to, scoot out or anything like that if, you're coming to bring them food. So yeah, just again, real simple design. I think it's about 4 feet wide. At this tallest point, it's 5 feet high. Let me see here. No, it's about 4 feet high, my bad. So 4 wide, it's about 80 inches slope here, and 8 feet are the 2x2s, so it's about 6 feet in length. So kind of six long, 4 across, and then if you want to pitch, cool. If it doesn't rain a lot by you, then it's not really going to matter too much. So yeah, and then this is the other design that I picked up from my friend's commercial egg farm. They started out just as kind of little mom and pop, egg production, and they ended up finding the most cost-effective and efficient way to move chickens around to prepare areas to plant. This is 1-inch PVC. They use half-inch, but I use 1-inch. I thought it was a little bit more sturdy. 1-inch PVC. It's about 2.5 feet high right here. And all I've used to fasten it were zip ties. You can see those. They're about 5 inches apart because we have to contend with predatory rodents and things, mongoose and whatever out here. But if that's not an issue for you, or there are really no predators other than cats around you, as long as this holds, you could even do it every foot. I mean, it's really not too much of a science because they like to be together. They are, little flocking animals, and they're for the most part going to hang out together. Even if some get out, we have an escapee over there in the black, and he just hangs out. He doesn't run away. He wants to be around his chicken buddies. So yeah, total cost for this right here, I'd say about $30. I already had the tarp, and honestly, the most expensive thing are the zip ties, believe it or not. So this took about 2 hours. And one way, if you want to have it so that you could take it down if you have to move or something like that, if you move frequently, is instead of gluing the joints with PVC glue and primer, just throw a little dab of hot glue. It'll hold for your purposes, and it can be readily disassembled and put back up wherever you go. So the dimensions of this, it's about 5 by 6, and then about 2.5 feet tall. Because it's low center of gravity, given the fact that it is pretty light, helps keep it stable and from blowing over in the wind. So yeah, it's a really awesome way to generate. I think with these 6 hens who are past their prime, laying hens, you can buy them for super cheap. We got these for $5 each. After they're about 1.5 to 2.5 years old, these are about 2 years old. They don't lay as much, but with these 6, we get about 4 eggs a day. So we're a family of 4, and it's way more than we can eat. Because you just don't want to eat several eggs every day, so they accumulate fast. We'll be doing a lot of cool projects, custard and creme brulee and whatever have you. But yeah, just take a look at that. I would recommend that. Let the grass grow long, and then generate food just by composting of the natural humus there. And they'll tear it up and they'll till it in. You can see that right there, the green belt, and then that's what they've done just in a few days. Right there. So it's a really efficient design. They scratch by nature. So yeah, hope you guys get some good ideas here. Those are some basic dimensions, but whatever works. And here's 2 totally different designs. And in the end, whew! All right.